rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come and stretch.
What it is, it's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuell reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good?
What's up, fellas? Wednesday, hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Yeah. Y'all know what it is, you know what I'm saying? Taking the podcast on the road. They not gonna stop my shine. Not gonna stop my shine.
That's dedication, yeah. I gotta give a big shout out to Brother Deuce over there. Nothing stopping the grind. Still strong, no matter where he at in the world. Getting it done.
Hey, it lets me know when we get to doing our world tour next year. We're gonna be doing it live overseas. Y'all ain't gonna know how we coming. But yeah, let's go on and get into this show, player.
It's still fresh first week of 2023. We're gonna hit up on them New Year's resolutions this time, but we're gonna talk about somebody other than the Warriors and the Mavericks. Because we talk about them boys all day and night. So we want to hear some of our New Year resolutions for some other teams out there.
I'll take the first one. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all
Go
old
ahead.
heads get your minds to wondering. The Bulls, New Year's resolution: bring back Lonzo, keep him healthy. And I think that does wonders. You got a 6'7", you know what I'm saying, 6'6", 6'7" point guard, pass first point guard. He developed his game over the years where he can penetrate. He has confidence in his shot, and he could play defense. So that's going to open up Zach LaVine to be a high flyer, to knock down those shots. It's going to take pressure off DeMar DeRozan to where he get a real point guard out there. But then while actually putting that point guard out there, you also get that top of the line defense. So hopefully he comes back and he's still able to play some great defense. So the Bulls, Chicago Bulls, get Lonzo Ball back, keep Lonzo Ball healthy, and watch how the season turns around.
I go with the New Orleans Pelicans.
I was gonna say that.
Find a way to keep your top talent healthy. Find a way to play together. I know it's like trying to find a way to implement that Spurs Popovich keeping his old guys healthy, because you got to keep some young guys healthy now.
Because now you got to factor in like the injury prone.
Yeah, so now they just play them like they Tim Duncan in his last 5 years, even though it's his first 3-4 years. But keep them healthy. Yeah, I got a team over there, so.
Okay.
Me, New Year's resolution, I like the Rockets and the Pistons. Get them a veteran leader that can guide them. They got so much good young talent. They got balls. They can get somebody that's got some seasoning on them that can guide them. That's why I like the rumor of James Harden going back to Houston, having somebody that can ball and got experience, MVP experience, like experience and stuff like that. I think that'd be good for them. They just missing a solid piece that can be that veteran leader. And I ain't talking about like a Vince Carter AI type. I'm talking about one that can actually still play.
Yeah. Well, Vince Carter was playing. Vince Carter was playing on his.
Yeah, but he way past his prime.
I was saying Vince Carter was dunking on people, chopping that
thing. Yeah, but he's still
40.
way past his prime though.
But what you need is a combination of where your young talent develops to a point at that same time as your veteran leadership. That's where the balance is. Do you think that Jalen Green is going to be able to play? Like when Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were the young guys, but they went and got Kyrie and Gordon Hayward as the veterans. That young talent made that team really what it was. It wasn't necessarily the vet. They were hurt most of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you get a Curry, Thompson, Draymond, the young guys, and then you bring in a Bogut, Iguodala, Livingston, Barbosa that's been in the league, but that young talent is the ones that really carried that team, even though the veterans are the ones who, you needed to round out the team. do you think they have that young core over
But
there?
I'm talking like a experience, like a
But
James
but
Harden, like a high end.
I
Like
feel your New Year's resolution for them teams, and it makes sense. But has anybody ever looked at James Harden like he's a leader? I've never heard it.
I mean, if you go back to
I mean, no,
Rockets,
you're saying he's going to be a leader
everywhere he
by
go.
virtue just because he has
Yeah.
experience. But has he ever been quoted as a leader in the locker room? I've never heard it.
Heard him as a leaver.
That's kind of like Carmelo Anthony. I mean, you might have heard sometimes Carmelo Anthony, but I ain't really hear too much. Carmelo Anthony was a leader in the locker room. Once he got, when he was out of the league and came back in the league, that's when I really start hearing how, like, when things get out of control, he'll kind of try to bring people together. But when Carmelo Anthony was like in his prime, that man was trying to get a bucket.
Yeah,
I heard stories about how Carmelo Anthony they'll win a game. He mad after the game because he only scored 20-something points. And then they'll lose a game and he done went off for 40 and he was hype after the game. And those are stories I was hearing about Melo. So when you think about James Harden, I don't really hear much of him being a leader. So, but I get what you're saying. Just find somebody else.
Yeah.
well, brother Quare talked on them Pelicans. That's our next topic. Them Pelicans, what is wrong with them? What is the Achilles heel on this team? And I think you hit it right on the
Health.
head. You said the health, trying to stay healthy, trying to do what they
health,
do.
They be saying help.
They two biggest players or best players can't never stay healthy.
You would think that with this amount of talent around them, that the ball should be spread out enough and it should be enough pressure taken off and minutes taken off because you got McCollum, B.I., Zion, Valanciunas. You got 4 people out there that can go get you 15 to 20 every night. You shouldn't be having to put so much. Zion shouldn't have to be playing 37, 38 minutes on a body that's not 82 games, 40 minutes a night. That's not an 82 game, 40 minutes a night body. It's not. I mean, that body gonna wear out 82 games, 40 minutes a night. B.I., he's coming back, but keeping them healthy. They biggest Achilles heel is the fact that somebody going down. Anthony Davis. Eventually, somebody gonna get hurt. Even though you got Valanciunas and McCollum, who has, kind of relatively been healthy, they're not the two. They're not the two. They're two. They're not the two.
I feel like, because y'all know we talked about it in a previous episode when the Pelicans was on top, what could be the one thing that could stop them, and it's the help. I think without Zion, they are fine with McCollum, Valanciunas, and Brandon Ingram because they played together. They played together last year after the trade. That's why you've seen them beat teams like the Mavericks, right? Without Zion. That's why that happened, because they got that. But with no BI and no Zion, that's a different story, because looking at that game, the last game that they lost when they were going against like the Grizzlies, I'm like, man, they can't get anything going. They don't really have anybody out there to create their own shot other than McCollum, and he couldn't buy a bucket. He couldn't buy a bucket if he tried to bribe for one. He just couldn't. And Zion kept taking it to the cup, and that's like, I feel like another thing that it wears at his body, his style of play. He probably want to try to think about shooting more jump shots. And when you watch him play the whole time, number one, he's like, I think I said in the episode, he's like an aggressive Ben Simmons, because for the most part, Ben Simmons not going to shoot anywhere out there. So you can collapse your defense, like they used to do with Giannis. Collapse your defense, build that wall. Now you got to go through these bodies, and guess what? We're like the Grizzlies said, you like to play football, we'll play a little football too. We're tackling you back. We're eating away at you. That's taking you out of your game. And you're not getting the foul calls. And if you do get the foul calls, you're still exhausted. It's still wearing at your body, or you get an offensive foul call. So it changes the way that you play that game. So I think he needs to evaluate shooting more jumpers at times to diversify his offense, but also to preserve his body. Because every time you go in there, you're running into other bodies, and it's wear and tear on yours. And like he said, that's not a body for 82.
82, 35, 40, not 40 minutes.
You say
Stop
17.
playing like that. That car gonna wear out, baby. You keep running that against the wall. That bumper gonna fall off eventually.
So what's your expectations for them once they come back healthy? You see them being top 3?
I don't know the West. The dominant players in the West. The dominant players and teams in the West. I imagine that it's time for them to get going. So I imagine them being good, but Steph coming back.
You don't see them top 3?
No, I don't really see when Steph back. Jokic playing the way he playing. They trying to figure it out in Dallas.
Man, why can't you just say we
I'm just saying, if y'all not healthy and all these
we haven't been healthy all year.
Rolling. No, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about the other thing. If they not healthy while teams starting to roll and it's starting to roll into January, February All-Star, it's starting to roll into
March, April playoffs.
You know what I'm saying? It's that time where you got to start clicking. If y'all not really healthy, then it's like Jokic ain't gonna he ain't gonna stop doing what he doing. You know, ain't nobody slowing down for you. The Warriors they missing Steph and Wiggins just still and they ain't slowing down for nobody. Like
right now, Steph, Wiggins, Kuminga, Wiseman,
like you know what I'm saying, and they not slowing down. While y'all players out, y'all struggling. Our players out, we still, you know what I'm saying, other teams still figuring it out and getting it done. So
like
when
us.
they come back and they healthy, are y'all healthy gonna be as good as I healthy? Are y'all healthy gonna be as good as the other team healthy? When Booker get back, is y'all healthy? Even though they don't look too great without Book, but it's still like when everybody get healthy, are y'all still gonna be that team?
I'd say top 3 in the East. No, I think the Nuggets gonna be up there. I think the Grizzlies will be up there. And I think the Warriors potentially. Let me
That'll
see.
Be my top 3.
Or I think the way the Warriors look right now, I say those would be potentially the top 3. So no, I don't think they'll be the top 3. But I know if they don't answer questions like how do we get buckets, because we don't know what's going on with BI. He's been in and out this entire season. So if you can't get him to be in consistently, even if you have Zion, how do you generate offense the way that you all are playing offense? And now with you all coming along and showing who you are, teams are meeting you right where you are. They know you want to play bully ball. So guess what? They're going to play bully ball with you too. They're adjusting to your style of play. And as we saw with the Grizzlies, it worked. So I think they're going to be a winning team, positive record, playoff team. But if they don't get them back healthy, potentially play-in team if they get that far. Potentially, I could still see them in the play-in tournament.
Yeah, because at this point, without being healthy, every night is a good night in the West now. Even when you play the Lakers, you got to go play the game off.
I think with them not healthy, it gives life to the Timberwolves.
It gives the Timberwolves. You play the Timberwolves. You play the Blazers. Everybody at this point in the season. If y'all not going out there and just winning games, baby, y'all might gonna come on down.
Especially when you look and see from the 4th seed to the 12th seed is only like a 4-game difference.
Yeah, like
you ain't got nothing to afford. Like you gonna fall all the way down. That's why I don't sweat when we drop the way that we drop. But yeah, pray for help to that team.
Yeah, I see him 7th, 8th, maybe 6th at best. I see y'all 3, and then I see Suns and us at 4 and 5.
I will put y'all over the Suns at this point. If there's any team that I will put up there, is potentially the Clippers and the threat
Clippers
that they
at
present.
6.
Yeah,
right below. Nuggets, Memphis, and Warriors top 3. Suns, Mavericks 4 and 5, and then 6 will be Clippers. 7 and 8 probably be Timberwolves and Kings.
Nah, don't you didn't mention the Blazers. The Blazers will be in there.
Yeah, Blazers gonna be there.
They will be in there.
Yeah, Blazers gonna be there. Sabonis stay healthy. The Kings
gonna be in there.
I said Kings.
Bro. You see the Kings, bro. There's no way Sabonis ain't in the MVP conversation. I ain't saying number 1, number 2, number 3, but he should be deeper in that conversation. Just saying. But we ain't gonna go off on that. What we got next, player?
Let's talk about them Celtics. What's up with the Celtics?
Where they at? Where they at? What the damn Celtics? I ain't seen the Celtics unless they be getting their ass. I'm gonna tell you, it's something about them damn Warriors. Ever since we beat them, the Celtics ain't been right. Call me a liar. Started losing 2 games in a row. Not only losing, been getting that ass whooped. But call me a liar, please.
Hey, they got a big test tomorrow. They got a real big test tomorrow. So
I don't think they have a big test.
They got a big test.
Regardless
tomorrow.
how they're playing, they still could beat any team.
Yeah.
So I don't think
got a
they
big
have
test
a big
tomorrow.
test. I think y'all have a big test. I think they are the test.
They got a big test tomorrow. Come see us.
But they
coming home. They coming to the Dallas Stadium. So they got a big test tomorrow because, as we see, like ever since y'all beat them, they not indestructible.
So I'm gonna go back.
They are beatable.
I'm gonna go to that game. So they lost that game. What's the date on that game? I can't see the date. Oh, it's December 10th. That's when they lost that game. And then let me see.
But they just got blown out by the Thunder. Blown out.
14. So we beat them, and then they had turned around and played like the Bucks. But yeah. No. I can't see it. But no, so yeah, the 150 to 117 tonight. That's crazy.
And that's without, oh man, come on now.
And then they just lost by 12 the night before. They lost by 12.
You gotta know the Thunder hit 23s on them.
Still, but they ain't had their best player.
They hit 15 of them early.
They ain't had their best player.
I mean, but that still don't talk about the night before when they lost by 12 to the Nuggets.
They go 12 for 40. They go 20 for 40.
Or let's talk about the 8-point loss that they took to the Magic and turned around and lost to the Magic again, and then turn around and lost to the Pacers. So they losing games. They normally will win.
Yeah, they losing games, but they also the rest of their teams gotta play. It ain't Jalen and Jason. A lot of they're not really a good 3-point shooting team outside of those two. Really, they're like I got some guys that can hit threes, but they're overall they're not. If somebody else don't get going, Marcus Smart can't give you 12 with 5 assists, and Horford can't give you 7, 8 rebounds. It's gonna be a long night for them.
But it's also about getting stops too. Like be that defensive team that you pride yourself on being the Marcus Smart defensive, the defensive anchor of the team. Like be that defensive team with Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, you got Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon. You got a lot of perimeter defensive, players. It needs to show. It needs to show. You got 150.
Schemed a lot. They also team scheme a lot to where Marcus Smart, even though he may be guarding like Durant or guarding Kyrie, they scheme to get him the fuck off of whoever got the ball. They do a lot of getting Marcus Smart off of whoever's scoring the ball. They do a lot of teams now. Like if you look, he'll start on the ball, then a pick will come, another pick will come, this will come, and he in the corner.
Oh, you talking about the other team?
Yeah, a lot of teams have been scheming to get Marcus Smart off.
I thought you were saying the Celtics be trying to do that, and I'm trying to make it make sense.
They be trying to put them on there. No, they be trying to put them on them boys, but they teams have gotten a lot better at if somebody gonna stop us, somebody else other than you gonna stop us.
But that's effort to me. Get through the damn screen. You be giving up the switch. Like, bro, we play basketball. It ain't really been too many screens I could not get through. Like, let's be honest. Get through the screen, bro. Or have your other person hedge. hedge a bit, let me fight through, open a pathway. If you my teammate and you see them setting the screen, you know I need to go over the screen. I'm gonna push you out the way. I'm gonna do like this, not like aggressively, but I'm gonna do like this to present me a path, and you gonna go around. Like you see what's happening.
Yeah, but what if
I
they
ain't
just
switching
click
that.
again at the end of the year again? What if they start off clicking, they get a little slump?
I don't know. I just
like
know
they
they
did
look
last year.
they look more like the Boston Celtics right now, and less like the St. Louis Celtics. I tell you that much. That's what I tell you.
They need Udoka.
I know our boys watching film. That's why I can't wait for tomorrow.
They need them.
I know
they
watching film. They watching film. These boys is mentally like, hey, we ain't finna lose.
You know what? I should pop out and go to that game. That's what I should do.
That's one thing but they don't guard the 3.
It's gonna be a game.
Nah.
As a team that got 3 guards that should be able to, they're young enough. Now, I always say young enough because you fast too. You Jason, you fast too. He fast, but you fast too. Like you ain't LeBron. LeBron can't sit in that chair. You 27, 26. You better be able to sit in that chair
like
against
24, 25.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I be looking at Zach LaVine like, bro, you should be one of the best defenders in the league. You the quickest dude. You one of the quickest dudes in the league. Like AI played like one of them. You know when you play in the gym when you got that dude that just overdo stuff like bro, you gonna hurt somebody out here. AI was better than everybody, and he played like the dude that couldn't play. He just running and grabbing everything, getting every rebound, running into. He played. People don't play like that. They don't play like Westbrook play. They don't play balls to the wall. They don't play defense like that. So yeah, like they got 3 people that should be able to guard the perimeter. They just don't.
Nah, they got 5. Because you forgetting Derek White
and Robert Williams. He should be able to guard the paint a little more. But he is coming back, so I get them.
Yeah, you better get off him. You gave Ben Simmons a while, so you get off of Robert Williams.
I guess I'll say, well, Robert, I don't. When people come back from injury, I don't really trip. Like you get back, just get back.
You feel that one.
Man, just get back, bro. Just get back, bro. Just get back. Whatever you get to, you might have Bill call saying you used to cut, man. You used to just, bro. You used to be there, but you gonna get there.
I'm just gonna say real quick, y'all prediction saying they gonna beat us.
Yes.
The Celtics, I predict the Celtics are gonna beat you. They're not finna lose.
And if they don't beat you, this right here is a bigger topic. It's really like what the fuck going on. And it's not because y'all trash. It's if you take their last 10 games, look at who they're losing to. They were the team who were beating the game. They were winning the games they were supposed to win and winning the games that you would be like, this is a good game. And then, something happened, JT, JB don't play or something. Maybe one of them have a bad game and they'll lose. And that's normal. Okay, y'all lost the game. Now they lost to the Magic the first night. You like, okay, that can happen. But y'all back-to-back it and you lose to them back-to-back. You're like, hold up. Y'all weren't supposed to lose. Not only did you lose twice in a row, you lost to one of the NBA's worst teams twice in a row. That's the other thing you got. And like the other teams they losing to. So if they lose to y'all, it ain't nothing personal to y'all. Y'all a decent team. Y'all not the Celtics. Let's be honest. You're not the Celtics. You're not one of the best teams in the league. Let's be honest. You got one of the best players in the league, one of the best talents the game has ever seen, but you're not one of the best teams in the league. So nah, I'm not counting y'all in for that one.
Most any game, Jason and Jalen both go out there and give you 6 or 7 rebounds apiece.
30 points apiece.
Yeah, when they out there and they going and getting the ball off the rim and they limiting teams to 1 rebound and they both got 8 and 9 rebounds and Jason get it and bring it all the way up or Jalen to go get it. When they playing like that basketball and not just see if the ball fall in my hands basketball, it's a different. They play different.
You know what I'm gonna love? I'm gonna enjoy watching what I said I need to see. The best guard and the best. I'm enjoy watching JB guarding Luka. I'm gonna enjoy JT guarding Luka. Marcus Smart
come out
Luka.
there. That's what I want to see. Come on out there.
But the thing, you're not gonna see Luka guarding them. And if he do, that's
Luka on Tim Hardaway Jr. Luka standing on Tim Hardaway Jr.
How you say he play defense?
He play point defense. Hey, get out to him. Why? You don't see him?
That boy play defense like LeBron do right now.
Nah, it ain't that. He playing the best defense he ever played.
That ain't saying much. That ain't saying much.
saying like
That ain't saying much
he
though.
playing the best defense he played. He getting some steals. He getting some
That's not
disruptions.
saying much though. LeBron
Causing some
James do
disruptions.
too. And he still don't play no damn defense.
LeBron ain't doing much of nothing besides scoring. Outside of scoring, LeBron ain't doing nothing. But Luka, that's a different topic.
On me.
Luka
So
Magic, man.
Let's talk about some of these trades. Which teams need to execute a trade prior to deadline? I think obviously we do. We are one solid piece from making a real good deep run into the playoffs.
And we know what your issue is. You gotta be able to find a person that is willing to put up with Luka.
We need, if we can get a solid big and push Christian Woods to the wing, because he can't defend it. He can't defend down low. He's a good shooter,
Not gonna get nobody.
but he can't.
That's great.
I know he can't defend down there. Like everybody
but
having
the thing,
a field
but
day.
the thing with that is he has to guard them. But right now, I'm looking at it like you gotta guard me. So Christian Woods, like, hey, you gotta guard me. So I don't know if it's a big y'all should be looking for.
If we could push Christian to the out, and we already got Timmy out there, we got Luka out there, we get somebody down low that can play both sides,
Think
can
if y'all
score down low,
think if
and
y'all
defend
could
down low.
think if y'all could land somebody like Miles Bridges.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, I need somebody.
That'll be
I think y'all need
that's
somebody at
two.
the 3.
Y'all need another person that's a second option, a 2 option, a second option that's okay.
Like Christian
Being
Woods
the
can
second
feel
option.
that. Christian
2 or
Woods
the
can
3?
feel that.
But y'all also need somebody that's good enough. Like y'all needed Paul George 3 years ago. Because Paul George don't want to be the one. No, I'm saying when he was on his trade, when he was getting traded and all that. He don't need to be the one. He not gonna complain with Luka taking all his shots. He can go get you 30. He gonna guard the best player. He ain't a liability on offense. He a bucket.
And he can knock that shot down.
And with Luka get to crying, Paul George has been okay taking the. He sat behind Granger. He sat. You know what I'm saying? He take that Kawhi seat. He take that Westbrook seat. You know what I'm saying? He done it. So he's that one player that is like, okay, he's a talent, but he don't have to be the A. You ain't gonna get that, no. Where you gonna get a talent without being the A? He can play with Bron, Kawhi, and all of them. Mention his name in there, but he don't have to be that. Every other one on that list gotta be that, or you getting a Christian Woods or B. You getting a B.
So let's say 3 players that they should go for. You say PG.
Yes.
I say, you can get the likes of Miles Bridges. How you feel about that?
Yes.
What about Pascal Siakam?
Yes. But Toronto ain't letting him go.
So the likes of that, what are you willing to give up to get them?
Christian Woods gotta go. Then Woody gotta go.
Nah, we keeping them. I'll give away Tim Hardaway. I would give away Kleber because they'll take him.
He
people
injured
take
right
him.
now, so they
I know he
him.
injured, but people would take him. I get rid of
him injured.
I get rid of Finney Smith and Bullock. Take them all. What
you say, Quill?
Trade
because Siakam and Miles Bridges both play defense and they can score. Okay, so you're not losing defensive.
You're gonna have to give Dinwiddie.
I'm not giving Dinwiddie.
You gotta give up.
I gave her Tim Hardaway. That's the same almost.
Don't nobody want Tim Hardaway.
I'm giving Tim Hardaway. I'm not giving away.
That's like Danny Green. Like Danny Green name gets thrown in the trade.
I'm not giving away Dinwiddie. You take Tim Hardaway.
Spencer Dinwiddie and Christian Woods.
I'm not giving them away.
Well, Siakam, that's a clean trade.
No, that's my secondary. I'm not going to give up my secondary.
I say give up Spencer because giving up Spencer, you got to understand now you got to use Kemba. Now he has a role because nobody want Kemba. They'll take Spencer. So Spencer Dinwiddie, Michael Finney-Smith, I'll throw his name in there. Reggie Bullock, I'll throw his name in there. And probably 2 draft picks.
Not giving up Dinwiddie. That's my secondary.
Hey, if you want to win, you might want to give up Dinwiddie because Kemba Walker can run that. You don't want to give up. You don't want to give up your best shooter You don't want to do that.
Tim.
I take my chances.
And by giving up Tim and not Spencer Dinwiddie, you're gonna end up losing a lot more. It's just gonna be Luka, Pascal, and fucking Mark Cuban on the damn bench. That's gonna be your whole team. You gonna have to give up so much. If you don't give up, yeah. All right, so Quell, what you got?
Do what?
For trades.
That's the best trade you can for me. The Dinwiddie.
No, I'm talking about what's the team? Who's the team you think should make a trade before the trade deadline?
Oh, I think a trade before the trade deadline. I think it's the Bulls. And what they got Lonzo coming back. I was gonna say get rid of Caruso and bring a point guard because Caruso.
I mean, you still might want to do that,
because y'all got all the talent. When you look at them and they can put some of it together, they got it all. But
it's not working.
It's not working with Caruso out there.
So you say trade Caruso.
But they wasn't winning when Caruso was out too.
You need a point guard.
They got Dragic, they just don't use him.
You need a point guard. You need a
So who they gonna trade for?
Type point guard. You need a
I mean, the Magic got a lot of point guards they can use.
Yeah, you need a guard. You need a guy though. You need a guy that's
like
solid.
who?
I can't even think. Because everybody just got to where they going. All the guys I'm thinking, like Brogdon just got to the Celtics. Okay. Even Monte Morris just got where he going. Certain guards that can really facilitate a team, they kind of just got. Jalen Brunson just got where he going. So they can't really trade these players for these players. But they need a guard like that though, because Caruso ain't that.
So who you say they need to trade for? Identify
Maybe
somebody,
they just
brother.
need to just wait.
Okay.
Just sit and wait until Lonzo comes
So
back.
do you want to go with another team? That's where you stand.
No, that's why they because I only feel the way about the Bulls because I feel the Bulls should be better.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Let me see a team that I think that should execute a trade because they have potential contending. That's a tough one. I want to say the Grizzlies. They need somebody for leadership. But I say the Suns. The Suns need it because you've been one of the league's best teams, if not the best team in the league for the past few years. You've seen yourself in the finals, 2 years ago, and then you don't get there last year, and then you're in disarray this year. Players don't want to play. I think you can get a hell of a trade bargain for Jay Crowder and maybe throw in somebody else. People want Jay Crowder. I take Jay Crowder. So I say you can get a lot of pieces, whether they're future draft picks or something right now. You trade Jay Crowder. Yeah.
That'd be nice on the man.
Hey, send Jay Crowder there and take Finney Smith. I take Finney Smith.
Oh, yeah.
I take Spencer Dinwiddie.
No. Stop saying this man's name. You're
gonna have to give us something for Jay Crowder.
The Suns need Siakam.
We're not giving away Dinwiddie.
They can use them. They can use them. So that's why I say trade Jay Crowder before the deadline. He don't want to be there. Go ahead and get value for that valuable young man. That's what I say. Get some assets and bolster your roster and get y'all back to playing ball the way y'all need to play. Because in order for you to even compete, I don't know. I gotta look. In order for y'all to compete in the West, you need to do something about that roster.
I wonder if Jay Crowder even working out.
Shit.
I'm sure he hopes.
You know what I'm saying? He working out.
All right, let's talk about these buckets.
It's some crazy NBA the last 10 days.
So I'm going to start this one. My man Clay recognized because the boy was getting buckets. 54 points. First 50-point game he done had since 2016?
Yep.
2016? And we done seen so many 50-point games this season.
Wait, was it 2017? Did he score that 60? Did he have that 60 in 2017? Or was it 2016?
The 63? The 16-17 season?
Yeah, then he had it when what's his name was on the team. Then he had that with KD was on the team.
So I have to go back and look.
You talking about that 63 point when he had like 30
the 16-17 season, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we gotta go back and look at that one. But The dude was getting buckets. You seen him in double overtime. And I'm like, just torching. He was playing. But I will say he needs to evolve because that's only gonna get you so
2K,
far, bro.
That 2K crossover movement.
Bro, it's only gonna get you so far. You need to add a little, like turn your shoulders when you drop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sell it. You know what I'm saying? He just
right, baby.
be like, damn. So hey, Klay Thompson, you was balling. You keeping our streak alive. Hey, I fucks with you. Who you got for balling? Ted Meister
Infamous
or
Luka
getting buckets?
Doncic. Come on, man.
Said Luka
60
Doncic
point-
getting buckets.
60-point triple doubles, 50-point double doubles, and stuff like that. This man is scoring on a tear. His last 7 games, all 7 wins, averaging 42 points, 11 rebounds, and like 9.9 assists or something like that. That's a 40-point triple double, dang near.
And we're gonna hashtag what for that boy? Buckets.
So definitely Luka scoring, just putting up buckets.
So you ain't even talking about one game. You talking about over like a 10-game span.
Averaging 42 points over the last
Okay.
7 games, yes.
Okay, Quill, who you say?
I'm gonna go ahead with the obvious. The man Donovan put up that went nuts.
Hey.
Nuts.
Hey, D-Miss look
nuts.
like how I'm gonna be looking in about 2 weeks.
He went nuts. So you got to get D Mitch his props.
71.
Yeah, we'll give him that. I give him that.
It's only been like
just,
7 players to score
only,
70 points. Like four players.
He he did it once.
And the crazy thing is he had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And he almost had a triple-double with that game.
Yeah, he hooping. He was hooping. Yeah,
because he had 8 and 9 on the other ones, right?
8 rebounds, 11 assists.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
8 and 11. So
I respect it. I'm not gonna take away from that.
You can't.
71 and 11.
But he put up buckets that game.
No, this ain't no competition. We just recognizing who getting buckets.
He put up buckets
so
that
if
game.
I'm gonna go player of the week or game of the week, I'm gonna go to 71, 8 and 11 from.
That's what you gotta do. You got to. With them other numbers there, you got. And then when you talk about the fact your team was down double digits,
Yeah,
and you did that and you brought them back, bro. You got to recognize that. So look, but it's still buckets. But before we get up out of here, I want to go back and visit the streaks. We talked about streaks, what we thought was going to continue. The Warriors got another home win. Luka got another 30-point plus game. Giannis didn't get his streak. He had 55 points. Was that a season or career high? But he only had 10 rebounds. So that ended that streak. And the Nets just lost tonight. So that streak is over as well.
That streak is over.
And the Timberwolves, they probably still losing.
No, the Timberwolves won tonight.
Oh, they won tonight. So they ended that streak. So we got the good end of a streak for them. And the Nets just lost. So they lost to the Bulls tonight. They got smacked up.
But most importantly, the Warriors and the Mavericks are doing their thing still.
So look,
here at the top of the key, that's what we do.
That's all you get for this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed the facts, opinions, and BS presented by your boys Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuil. Hey, y'all keep y'all head up, stay supportive, keep watching this ball because they balling at an all-time high right now. Balling. Hey, don't catch me out there. I've been a J your ass up. Been a J your ass up.
2 weeks, we gotta film and put it on there for.
Hey, no more. Hey, you got the film from the last one.
I do. That I do. That I do.
Ready? Hope you patch shit up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confessions. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon' fuck. Don't speak